chill a while. So I just watched the YouTube video of Sons of Thunder Israelites where it talks about nobility and um, how it can be important um, in this walk. Well, one of the things that we are struggling with is being lazy, right? We are not diligent. We are not using our purpose. We're not using the gifts the Most High gave us through Christ, right? And to be diligent is to have purpose. And when you are diligent, you become noble. First, what is being noble or noble? This is AI overview. Nobility is a social class of people with high rank. The quality of fine moral character. I like that. The fine moral character and titles passed down through families. Right? It's a high standard of qualities, right? And actually, that video struck me because I was just sharing this, sharing to my brother, and it's about laziness. And this is what SOT talked about, which is about nobility and how it can, if you carry yourself properly, you're going to be dealing with um, noble people, right? Quality people, and not just average, not people who are mediocre, or at least people who are intently being mediocre, and that includes, to me, I think it includes those who are having a fake humility, the humble braggers, right? And that's why we have to be diligent, because when we are working out something, right, it becomes a skill, it becomes a habit, but it becomes part of our life, right? And once it becomes automatic, our spirit improves also, right? So we carry ourselves to a higher standard, because remember, we are serving the Most High, right? So we gotta do it like that, right? It's not easy, sometimes you go home, you just want to lie down on your couch and your mom is doing the chores. I mean, you have to position yourself the right way, right? Stand straight, and if you can help, you help your mother, right? And it's not easy, so there's a lot of it that we need to work. I need to work, you know and because we don't want to display a spirit of too much leisure, too much casual. It's the book of Sirach, chapter 33, verse 27. Send him to labor, that he be not idle, for idleness teaches much evil, right? When you're just lying around doing nothing, besides, of course, resting, resting is perfectly fine. But if you're just wasting your time when you have a lot of hours to work on, and you're just idly doom scrolling, right? And your feet is lifting on the couch, you're not displaying a strong position. That's a very important thing to do, is to have a strong position. You stand straight, you lift up your head, um, keep your shoulders straight, right? Because temptation is going to hit you anytime. Remember, the enemy is like a lion that is waiting for its prey, right? So actually, let's go to this verse, Luke 44:22. This is Luke chapter 22, verse 42. So the account of this verse, or this chapter, is Christ is asking for the Most High to remove this cup from him, to remove this sacrifice away from him, right? Let's read, saying, Father, if thou be willing, Remove this cup from me. Nevertheless, not my will, but thine be done. Christ is praying to the Most High. And verse 43, and there appeared an angel unto him from heaven, strengthening him. Verse 44, and being in agony, he prayed more earnestly, and his sweat was as it were great drops of blood falling down to the ground, right? He was sweating to the max, right? He prayed even more, hoping, right? Verse 45, and when he rose up from prayer and was come to his disciples, he found them sleeping for sorrow, right? Here's the main point, verse 46, and said unto them, why sleep you? Rise and pray. Again, rise and pray, lest you enter into temptation. Okay? So, my main point here is that the way you position yourself at home or whatever it is, you have to sit properly. You have to stand straight, right? What I'm trying to get at is, when temptation comes, or even before temptation comes, we got to rise and pray, right? How can you be sober if you're too casual, if you are too leisure, if you are too idle, right? You are an easy target for the predator, right? Remember, Satan has a lot of devices. Satan excuse me, has many negative spirits, right? The seven spirits, right? After you cast out one spirit, another seven, he will call out to seven more. And what else can you do, right? In times of heavy fleshly artillery, pray, right? Let's finish this. Verse 47, and while he yet spake, behold, a multitude, and he that was called Judas, one of the 12, went before them, and drew near unto Yahushua to kiss him. Verse 48, but Yahushua said unto him, Judas, betayest thou son of man with a kiss? So that's my main point for now. Nobility is a very important to a lazy man, right? If you're learning how to combat laziness, it's how you position yourself, right? When you remember, we are in spiritual warfare. Our main position for spiritual warfare is to just really sit properly, observe your surroundings, right? If your parents come at home, or if your parents, walks and you are sitting at the couch, you must sit properly, right? That they may not have, or at least do your chores, right? Do your house chores and help in the house, right? I know it's not easy, but we have to carry ourselves that we be not idle, right? So that's my meditation for the day. All praises to the Most High Yahweh, Bahashem Mashiach Yahweh.